biae, ana we shela la kwagi. Odini biao, ana we basela kwagi. Odini biae, akes marena ba. Odini.
As I dey for my house, message you can't reach me say.
Hi guys, welcome back to OAU TV. Cultism in Nigeria has a long history dating back to the 1950s when the Pirates confraternity was formed by Wole Soyinka and his friends at the University College Ibadan. However, over the years, confraternities have deviated from their original intentions and have become involved in violence, organized crime, and deadly clashes. And in this video, we shall be bringing to you some of the most deadly and tragic cult clashes in Nigeria's history, not forgetting the painful and sad story of the massacre of Josh Iwilade, aka AFRIKA, and the other great Ife 5 students on the 10th day of July 1999 in Block 5 and 8 of Awolowo Hall at the Obafemi Awolowo University Ife by members of the Black Ass confraternity. Trust me, you wouldn't want to miss this interesting story and more. But before we begin, if you're new to our channel, you're highly welcome to OAU TV, and please do also hit on that subscribe button, and do not forget to turn on the notification bell so you can always stay notified and updated whenever we upload a new video. We upload very interesting contents every day. Without further ado, let's begin.
It was here in this alcove that it all started. The very first campus fraternity in Nigeria, perhaps in all of Africa. We called ourselves the Pirates, spelled deliberately with a Y.
Wole Soyinka, a Nobel Prize winner, and his friends formed the Pirate confraternity in 1952 at the University College Ibadan. The Pirates were known for their intellectual pursuit, and their motto was against all conventions. The organization adopted the skull and crossbones as their logo and used pirate-themed confraternity names. But in the late 1960s, the Nigerian Civil War led to a rift and division in the Pirates confraternity. Bolaji Kariu and Kunle Adigun, former members of the Pirates, left the organization and formed the Supreme Buccaneers confraternity. The Pirates were accused of corruption, nepotism, and tribalism, leading to the formation of the new confraternities. The 1980s saw the rise of confraternities, with the new Black Movement of Africa, also called Black Axe, emerging from the University of Benin. The Eternal Fraternal Order of the Legion Consortium, also called Clans Confraternity, emerging from the University of Calabar, and the Supreme Vikings Confraternity, also called Adventurers, emerging from the University of Port Harcourt. These confraternities became increasingly violent in the 1980s, with the military government seeing them as a check on student unions and university staff. The confraternities were provided with weapons and payments from the military government to attack student activists and student union government schools, leading to deadly interconfraternity rivalries. And one of such was the Obafemi Awolowo Massacre of 1999, which was carried out by the Eiye Black Ass confraternity, and which led to the death of one of the strongest student activists in Nigerian history and the then SUG Secretary General of Obafemi Awolowo University, 21 years old Josh Akinyemi, popularly known as AFRIKA, who was also a very good friend of Omoyele Sowore. On the night of 9th July 1999, student groups held a party at Obafemi Awolowo University. Members of Kegates Club on the campus, Man O' War members, and various other student leaders, both former and incumbents, gathered at the open ground between Angola and Mozambique halls for the jamboree and party. Later in the night, after the party, many of the party goers began occupying the cafeteria of Awolowo Hall, while others returned to their halls of residence to sleep. At about 3 to 3:30 a.m., a large number of cultists reported to be between 22 to 40, belonging to the Black Axe confraternity, arrived to carry out a pre-planned assault on the university with the intention of carrying out the murder of several prominent members of the student union government. As at then, they attacked different hostels, shooting sporadically and cutting students with their axes and machetes. During the attack, the Black Axe members were heard shouting, "Legacy come out," referring to the student union president, Lanre Adeleke, who was nicknamed Legacy. The attackers also shouted the names of AFRIKA, who was the then student union secretary general, and the name of Dexter, the chief of the Kegates, demanding that they all come out of their hiding place. Of the three major targets of the massacre, Lanre Adeleke aka Legacy managed to escape by jumping from a balcony after hearing the gunfire. Dexter, the chief of the Kegates, also escaped unharmed, but 21-year-old George Iwelade aka AFRIKA, the secretary general of the student union and a law student, was not so lucky. Upon entering his room, the Black Axe members shot him immediately in the head. Then they smashed his head with their axe to make sure he was dead. And those who lost their lives include George Akinyemi Iwelade, fondly called AFRIKA, a 21-year-old 400 level student who was the then general secretary of the student union government. Eviano Ekemo, a 400 level medicine student. Yemi Ajitiru, an extra year student. Babatunde Oke, a 100 level student of philosophy. And Godfrey Ekbede. They were killed in blocks 5 and 8 of Awolowo Hall on July 10, 1999. May their soul continue to rest in peace. Amen. It was believed that the attack was a retaliation from the expulsion of 8 secret cult members who were stockpiling machine guns and other weapons in their dorm room, and AFRIKA and the ex-UG president Lanre were the major persons behind the expulsion of these Black Axe members from the dormitory and school. The following day, the cultists were apprehended through the effort of an informant, a commercial driver who drove them to a hotel at Eiye. After the attack, the cultists confessed to the crime and claimed their sponsor was an insider in the university. Allegations that this assassination was sponsored by the university's vice-chancellor Wale Omole remain to this day, but it is unclear if this is the case. It is said that one of the cultists, called Kazim Bello aka Kato, confessed that Wale Omole had a hand in their July 10 dastardly operation, but it has not been confirmed yet. Some other notable cult clashes in Nigeria include the Bado cult clash in Ikorodu, Lagos, which resulted in the death of over 20 people in 2017. The Eiye and Eiye cult clash in Aja, Lagos, which resulted in the death of over 10 people in 2020. The Black Axe Eiye cult clash in Benin City, Edo State, which resulted in the death of over 20 people in 2020. World confraternities continue to be a problem in Nigeria, with alumni and members recruiting new members on campuses. Initiation ceremonies involve severe beatings and the ingestion of a liquid mixed with blood. Male initiates may be required to pass additional hurdles, including raping a popular female student or a female member of the university staff. Courts also charge annual membership fees ranging from 10,000 to 30,000 naira. Criminal activities include intimidating professors into giving high grades, burning their cars, or briefly abducting their children. Female group operates as prostitution ring, and cybercrime, armed robbery and kidnapping are common amongst them. The exact death toll of confraternity activities in Nigeria is unclear, but estimates suggest that over 300 people have been killed in campus cult-related murders in the previous decade. The Exam Ethics Project Lobby Group estimated that 115 students and teachers had been killed between 1993 and 2003. In recent years, cult activities in Benin City have resulted in over 50 cult-related deaths recorded monthly. Confraternities are also involved in the conflict in the Niger River Delta, with many campus cults accused of kidnapping foreign oil workers for ransom. Let's say no to cultism.